Hello and welcome to another episode of Goa Wants To Know. Today's program we have Mr. Reginald Camino de Costa, who is the president of the Sambhaji Brigade. What is this new party about and why is it making foray into the Goan politics? You have a right to know. Mr. Reginald de Costa, welcome to our program.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. My first question on behalf of the people of Goa is, what made you venture into politics?
I am not come into politics. Politics shouldn't be a business. Now, people themselves have made politics a business. Within this 2-3 days, I've seen like people are just coming to meet me and they are grabbing some, they are helping me, they are saying by voting me, but they need some help financially. So, in that way, I feel our politicians who are working for the people, they are right in what they are doing by switching off from here to there. Because when you all are voting us, after taking some money, so even the politicians have the rights to jump wherever they want. Till date, now last 15 days I've seen people are visiting me and saying we want to vote you, but we are having some financial problems. I said that is every person from Goa having some or the other problem. So that doesn't mean the voter, the candidate or whoever has come for the election should finance you all. If you all are asking some finance, if you all are taking any help from that party or that candidate, he has the right to sell your votes.
So basically you want to change the system.
It has to be changed. People says, bodal jaocho na. First, think what you all are doing. You all are asking or you all are taking the money, whichever politicians are helping you all. You all are taking it. It's the biggest crime what you all are doing to increase the crime in politics. So it so happened on the 11th of December, I had already said, there was an incident at my hotel. It's a hotel at Ronaldo's, Old Goa. I was visited by the owner of Cadillac Casino who tried to insult me by saying that he'll close down my hotel if I don't achieve his demands. His demands were, I had my guest in the rooms. Well, he had booked 26 rooms with us and 14 were check-in, like walk-in customers in my hotel. He demanded me to remove 2 clients which he was sure were prostitutes. I said, if you are sure they are prostitutes, how are you claiming that they are prostitutes? That means you are doing the business with them. And this was at 11 o'clock, he is demanding me to remove those 2 clients from my room. So I said, that can't be according to the rules of Goa government. I said, even the CM can't remove them at night 11 o'clock. After removing them, I'll be in a problem. I said, you having 26 rooms, you can demand me to remove, and I'm ready to remove each and every 26 rooms of yours. But then he said, if you are not ready to listen to me, I'll shut down your hotel. I said, what do you mean by shut down my hotel? So he said, dekho main kya karta hu. So after that, we had a quarrel where he left. And after that, at night 2 o'clock, our PI from Old Goa police station comes and he threatens my staff that you all are doing prostitution. He goes to those 2 rooms, specifically what Madhu had, the owner of the casino, had told me. He goes to the rooms and he is asking the customers their IDs and all. I said, no doubt they are prostitutes, but when you are coming to find out where they are prostitutes or what they are, you should bring an NGO with you, right?
Yeah.
He didn't bring any one of them. He and one assistant of his, Mr. Malik, who is his assistant, PSI Malik, had come. They started abusing my staff. They started abusing that customer of mine. No doubt she must be a prostitute. But I am, on my part, I can't tell whether she was or not. But he was sure, that means he has done some business with them. So after that, my question is why the PI came to my hotel. After that, I went to Mr. Satish Dhond, who was a very close friend of mine. So he took me to the CM directly at his bungalow. But CM was not there, unfortunately, on the bungalow. He was at the One Bhavan, that is the forest department.
Yeah.
So I, Mr. Satish Don, we met CM. The Satish Don told me, Cookie sang eka, what is your problem? I म्हणले sir, अशें जालें. On the 11th night at 11 o'clock, this PI comes and threatens my people that we are doing prostitution.
Yeah.
What was very wrong of that PI? We are come here to do business. If I had prostitution business, he would have been knowing better than me, because he is a PI. He knows everything what is going in Goa. So I requested the CM. He called up the PI in front of me. He shouted at him, how did you dare to go to Ronaldo's without a warrant? He said, no sir, I had got a call from the 100 number. So the CM, Mr. Pramod Sawant himself asked him, तुका 100 नंबरासून फोन येयल्लो मरे, हांव आतां तुका फोन करता आनी सांगता मॅरियटान प्रॉस्टिट्यूशन चालू आहा ओ ताजान प्रॉस्टिट्यूशन चालू आहा. डू यू हॅव द गट्स ऑफ गोईंग देर? How did you dare to go to Ronaldo's right now? That was in the night 10:30 or 11:30. He said, I want you at one bhavan with the file. So I was really happy on that day. Like the CM is really there to give us justice.
Yeah.
So second day it so happened, Mr. Desai, he is the DYSP of Panjim. He called me up. He's saying, can you come? I have some personal work with me, sorry. And I went to him. He was sitting with a gentleman whom I was unaware who is he. So he told me he is Mr. PA from Old Goa police station. I said, okay sir. So he said, you have given a complaint against him. So we want you to withdraw the complaint. I said, I have not given it in return. I have only given the CM till date. So he said, teeth complaint mashi porot gaya. I said, why sir? He is saying that's a mistake what's happened through him. I said, I'm ready to take the complaint back, but please bring Mr. Madhu in front of me and show him that he can't stop my business. I requested the PI, please give him legally 2 slaps on him and tell him you can't rule Goa. He said, that is out of the rule. So I said, you coming to my hotel, was it in the rule? Did you bring all the NGOs, all the staff? Did you do anything legal? No. You only came to threaten my staff and those prostitutes whom Madhu had declared, and you have given them the rights of doing prostitution, right? So he said, I'm sorry for that, and I was not knowing you are so influential person. I'm sorry for that. My answer to the Goans, just because I am an influential person, the PI is saying sorry to me.
Yeah.
If I am not influential, what is politics? So I was worried, like, why have the CM not yet given him a suspension letter? So I went to Mr. Satish Don again and I asked him, sir, kidhar aale? So he said, CM is gone to Delhi. So I came down. One of a close friend of Mr. CM calls me up and saying, Cookie, at any cost you can't suspend them. I said, what is the reason? So the reason was given to me was, Malik is a close relative of the CM and is a voter of the CM in his constituency.
Okay.
If he is suspending both of them, at least 500 votes of the CMs are getting less.
Okay.
That is why CM has requested me, wait till the election.
Okay.
So my respect has to be waited if this new CM is coming in power. So should I wait? So after that I thought of starting this party. So I started a party with the name of Rising Sun. That is both. Rising Sun is a hot sun which is coming to Goa now, and I am the son of Goa. So after that I was supposed to register the party, but unfortunately the code of conduct came down, so I couldn't register my party. So there was one party who offered me 4 seats. That was Shiv Sena. So I said, I don't want 4 seats, sir. I want 40 to be contested. You contest on your name. I'll be supporting all the 40 candidates. So he said, nahi, tula fakta 4 seat hai. So I didn't agree with that.
Okay.
After that, I called up one of my friends. He said, I am a candidate as a MLA for so and so party, which is all over India, Sambhaji Brigade. So I joined that party as a Goa president, only to fight the politics of Goa, which will be discontinued after this election, and I'll be coming up with my party with my heart open, not for politics, but I don't want any of my Goans to go and they shouldn't get justice from this government, whichever government comes in power.
So my question to you is, जायत्यो पार्टी असले तुम्ही संभाजी ब्रिगेड म्हणटा तीच पार्टी कित्याक चूज केली?
I went to Aam Aadmi Party, so the Aam Aadmi Party person told me, so I was supposed to finance him. I told him, y'all listen to me what I'm telling y'all. If y'all lose, I'll give you my entire hotel of 4 floors with 40 rooms, 1 banquet hall and a separate more 20 rooms which are going to come after the FSI. I'll give you the entire hotel, which must be in today's date more than 25 to 30 crores. If you all lose the election after my manifesto, I will give you all that entire hotel to you all. So he said, right now we have decided the CM. I said, who is the CM? So he had told me before, and I had told you before, they are declaring the CM. Last interview that they told me they are declaring a Bandari Samaj CM. I said, why a Bandari? So you all are come here to play politics. No, Bandari is having 70% of the votes. So I said, you all are come here to Goa to play the vote bank. You all are not come here to Goa to clean Goa, right? So he said, no, aisa nahi hai, hamara hai. You are the party president of Goa, not Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. So he told me, हम आपको DCM का पोस्ट ऑफर करते हैं क्योंकि हमने डेप्यूटी सीएम कैथलिक बनाने का सोचा है. So I said, I am a person who is paying taxes for the full year, which your deputy CM will earn in 5 years. I am paying that much of taxes legally to the Goa government or India government. I am not come here to play politics. वो तो छोड़ो, फिर आप हमें क्या ऑफर कर सकते हो? That was his question. I said, the phone what I am using, that also I won't give it to you for free. I am not come here to distribute my what I have earned with my hard earns. So that's why I left Aam Aadmi Party. Then I approached Mr. Manoj Parab, the to-be CM of Goa, that people think. But he is making people a fool by introducing, he wants Pogo bill would be brought. But is he giving us a statement? Because to introduce the Pogo bill, you want a central also to be passed out.
Yeah.
Have you done that? So in the manifesto, I have said, I'll do the Pogo bill. But if everyone are ready, if all the 21 candidates of ours, the MLAs, with the unity gets ready, we can pass the bill in Goa government, then we'll go to
Central
Delhi government for the central, right?
Yeah.
So Mr. Manoj Parab, I have called him several times. I have sent lot of WhatsApp messages, but he is much more busier than the new CM, the old CM, Mr. Pramod Sawant. He has not given me a single call back. So should you trust Manoj? So I left him at a side, okay. I went to meet the Congress head. I have never met the TMC because she is out of reach. Mamata Banerjee also, and that lady who is the president, I couldn't meet her. No one could, I have no influence to go to her. So I went to meet Mr. Rahul Gandhi, because at the end of the meeting of Aam Aadmi Party, they tell me, we are ready with your ideas, please bring Congress with us, we are ready with all your ideas. So that's why I went to meet Mr. Rahul Gandhi with my influential friends who is the MLA in Bombay. One of my friend is sitting as a MLA in Goa. He told me that starting to meet Mr. Gandhi, I have to give a legal donation of 25 lakhs.
Oh.
The people who goes to meet them, they want to remove 2.5 crores or 25 crores. So they will invest the 25 lakhs. Why should I invest? I said, I want to meet him to clean the politics of Goa.
Yeah.
So why I have kept 1 crore in white ready for the media, because now media works. Media, there are people who are working for them. Media takes everything in legal. Media is not ready to give us anything illegal, right? So I've kept that much funds. I've kept all my family gold in the bank, and I've kept 1 crore ready to fight the government, but not to give the public.
So basically you have approached all the other parties and you have found out that your way of thinking or your idea.
My idea is non-corruption, and their idea, never can they stop the corruption.
So therefore you started your own party, which is...
I didn't start my party yet.
A branch
I have joined
Yeah,
I've
Sambhaji
joined
Brigade.
Sambhaji Brigade. Their manifesto says they are only with the Marathas. So in Goa, this party can't work in future. I agree to that. That's why I want to come up with my party, which will be a rising sun, which can go anywhere in the India. But that's my word. As a party president or the in future my party will be there. I will be not contesting, and I won't be letting a contestant of my party who is not less than a graduate. A people in today's date, if they think a graduate wastage is 25 years to study, and after doing that, if you can't do anything for the world, what is the use of studying? Any like me, I had only appeared SSC. If I start and if I become a CM, every child will think, why should I study?
Yeah.
He'll say, अरे आम्ही होयत वचोन CMच्या पोस्टाक उभे रावया, जितल्यार आम्ही CM. So in future, if my party coming in power, none of the candidates should be less than a graduate. A person who has invested his time to become a graduate will think 10 times before talking about corruption. That is my aim of having. So that's why I have two candidates with me. That is my wife, who is a Master of Arts, and my sister-in-law, who is a graduate in accounts. My wife will be sitting from Mandrem, and my sister-in-law will be sitting from Sholem. And I am ready to support all the 40 contestants against the Congress, against the Aam Aadmi, against the BJP.
Okay.
I don't count Mr. Manoj Parab because he doesn't have his own CM yet. So I am counting these three parties because they are having their CMs in their states, who have done something good in their states and has come to do something good in our state. But our state, I would request each and every Goan, let us make it 100% corruption free. When you all are demanding or you all are taking the bribery, which the person, the candidate is coming to your doorstep, you all yourself are increasing the corruption, which will give effect to your children.
Yeah, that's true. So let us talk about your party agenda. You have listed out a number of things. Would you like to highlight some 3 or 4 issues that you want to take up on priority?
My party agendas are given whatever all the parties of Goa have promised you all. The first thing is Pogo bill. That is, if all the 21 MLAs are ready, it has to be introduced. All government aided school, education, water and electricity has to be free for the Goans. Our Goa government is so funded that they can easily, if there is no corruption in Goa, has to give all this thing free with a limited. Now if I am giving you a free of water, if it's free, everyone would like to put a swimming pool in his house, right?
Yeah.
So it should be
Up to a particular.
Yeah. Everyone will say we want 10 ACs in my house. Like I am having 10 ACs in my bungalow. So even you all will require. So it should be free for a limited extent.
Yeah.
Medicine will be free. Only the medicines what we, being in the government, will produce will be free. The medicines. The doctors has to be free. In each and every constituency, that should be at least 2 health where the doctor has to be there 24 hours.
Yeah. And you have also promised that every woman head of the family will get 5,000.
That is my sister, Miss Mamta Banerjee, has promised. So I have put in all the manifesto, like the water free, electric free, health and this thing free. What already they are saying, I have not gotten see, and Manoj had no time to go and see whether he has given it free or no. He had time to see both the bungalows. He had time to see the CM's bungalow. He had time to see the Manish Sisodia's bungalow. Are, why are you seeing what they are doing? What good has he done to Delhi government? Please have a look on that. I have not gone, to be frank, but he is saying he had done and he'll do it in Goa.
Yeah, one of the important things which are part of your manifesto
Yeah.
is that you want to focus on agriculture.
Yeah.
And you want people to cultivate their land.
See, now I was born and brought up in Bombay. It must be 15 years. I was a child. I used to come to a native place आमच्या घरान कोणूच नान. सो I used to ask them की गेलान शेतान गेलान. Can you see my goans in the agriculture? No. But I'll say 25 years back, people used to do agriculture.
Yeah.
Where are our goans? They don't want to work. They only want to give lectures to others. At the age of 10 years old, I started working on a sandwich stall in Mumbai. I have brought my family up. So you all should work, whatever is the job. I started from that sandwich stall. I had my own business of crackers, kites, potong manja, sogla iklayan. From my childhood, I am a very famous star in Dadar. I have a hotel in Dadar. I stay in Dadar. माझ्या तुम्ही दादर वचून विचारात कुकी कोण. My name is Reginald Camilo DiCosta, gifted by my father. But people knows me as Cookie Dadar. I stay in Dadar. Means before 15 years back, I used to stay in Dadar. I shifted to Goa for the last 15 years. तुम्ही वचून दादरान विचारा कुकी कोण. There are some 2 societies with 650 flats. There is no one who talks when I talk in that society. Out of the 650 members, I'll name both the societies. One is Ashirwad Society and one is Ram Sham Krupa Society in Dadar. You can question them. Who is Cookie of yours? He is the head of both the societies. Where I used to stay separate and my mother-in-law, my wife used to stay separate. We used to stay in a wadi, that is Nikam Wadi, Jalan Wadi. So I have done something for them.
So basically what I wanted to come back to that point of agriculture. What has happened is that in Goa, agriculture has become costly, it has become difficult, and also there is a lot of pressure on the land from the builders. So basically, agriculture has picked up during the time of COVID, where people have gone back to agriculture. And also now we have also done documentary on that there are a lot of people who are introducing mechanical plantation, mechanical cultivation.
Yeah.
So would you support this kind of initiatives?
I'll support if I'm not in the government also. People who have their land, who wants finance for their agriculture, I'm ready to finance them with the interest lesser than the banks.
Okay. Among the other things which you have mentioned is when you talked about this issue of corruption, you also said that you will get rid of the recent recruitments which have been done by the government.
It's not me. This is promised by our dear Congress party. So I want that whatever you all have promised. Like if you remember in 2014 someone had promised us that he will be giving us 15 lakhs of rupees. His agenda was 15 lakhs in the 2014. And even I was happy that he became a prime minister and he was the only source. Like I thought after he becoming the prime minister, he is nothing less than Hitler. So he should have stopped the corruption all over India. But he is a person I feel from my heart has not done anything against corruption.
Now, one of the things which you mentioned about these government jobs was that if the candidates pass, you would have a lottery system. So I was very much interested to know what is this lottery system.
Now, when the child, after investing his life for studies, he passes out his exams and he has been demanded for 25 lakhs for a job and 9 lakhs for the constable jobs. What that family who has invested on that child has brought that child up and seen that he's been educated properly. But after that, what is it? If you have 25 lakhs, you are getting a PWD job. If you have 9 lakhs, you are getting a constable job. So how can you blame the government people who are in the jobs? When they have got the job through corruption, how can you blame those people? I can't blame anyone. So it should be transparent. After passing out in the exam, all the members who has passed out should be put in a lottery and whoever comes out has to be declared as the candidates. After that we can say we have stopped corruption in Goa. Goa government should be like, people say I swear in the name of God. No, they should swear in the name of government of Goa. That is my aim for Goa. Goa is not a vast
State.
thing. You can surely start it if people wants it. But people wants, अरे कौन येला कितले दिता? Don't do all this. So you all are introducing corruption.
So you
Today itself, before coming to meet you, I met Mr. Parsekar, the ex-CM of Goa. He's saying, sir, your ideas are very good, but I have to fund some people. I said, sir, leave those votes whom you have to fund. Tell them after becoming a MLA, if I have not done anything for you all, then I will fund. I will see to it that you get some or the other job. The agricultural jobs, there are people who should wipe the full area of where you stay. You give them that job. You introduce your panchayat. Like panchayats are funded by the state government, right?
Yeah.
They will remove a contract of your area for 5 lakhs rupees. Tell them give it to a panchayat. Then you'll auction that road for 5 to 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, whatever it is. That extra money should be in the panchayat. Make the panchayats rich. Like I'll say I have visited lot of panchayats. I am having my business in Mapsa, in Panjim, in Old Goa, in Baga, in Morjim I had a bungalow. All these panchayats, to be frank, were not well funded.
Yeah.
So the punch had to demand me something, because whenever they themselves say, "अरे पंचायतीक उभे रावपाक खावचे काम न्हू पैसे जाय." Why you all need money to do something? If you are well funded, then come and stand as a candidate for the panchayat, right?
Yeah.
Or I am saying I have a bungalow in Taligaon. I won't say anything, but till date there's nothing. There was one problem for me where the punch had come, but he didn't demand me the money in that area. So the panchayat should be like Taligaon Panchayat. It is funded by one, you all call him a rapist, you all call him whatever it is. But he has made Taligaon a beautification. If you all can see Taligaon, and if you compare the 40 states, 40 constituencies of Goa, can you all please compare Taligaon against all the 40 I can't.
Okay, the last thing that I wish to question you about is that you have asked for an all-party alliance.
Yes.
And in this you have said 1% share of the total revenue of the state should go to the parties to stop corruption.
Now if you sell your flat, don't you give 1% to your broker? Now if these parties who are working so hard, now I am starting my own party, do you think it will come free of cost? So if I am investing, so should I rob from the government? No. Let them take a 1%, or let the people decide it should be 0.1%. In that 0.1% also they can rule, and they can easily take their party to the biggest party in the world, not only in India. But where will the party get the funds? Through corruption? No, it should be through what profit they are giving to the government. If you are giving a profit to the government, if you all are having loans for the government, your party is not entitled to remove even a 0.1% from the government.
Yeah.
If you all don't have loan, if you all are keeping government loan free, if you all are making government Adani and Ambanis. What are Adani and Ambanis? Even they are the government of India. They get all the privilege from the government. So why don't you all make our government free? Why you all want corruption in India? And in Goa, it's a small state. If the Goan wants, Goa can be much more richer than what is Mr. Reliance, Dhirubhai Ambani and Mr. Adani. That's my promise to my Goans.
So you have declared 2 candidates. What about the candidates for the other constituencies?
They can join me. But the way now in my constituency, people are coming to me and demanding some money. So I'm not ready to give you all a single paisa.
So basically you are asking, inviting educated candidates.
Educated candidate, not supported, not funded, but at least supported by their constituency of minimum. First I thought of 40 people. Now I would request them to come with minimum 400 voters who should say yes, he is a candidate who can clean my constituency.
So basically you are proposing people support.
People support. I don't want money support. A person can easily give 2,000 to a candidate and bring me 40 candidates. So from the 40 agenda what I had given last meeting of mine, I am switching it to 400. Let me see if the people are really wanting a change in Goa. And I have full support for all the 40 constituency.
So our viewers would have heard Mr. Reginald Camille de Costa about Sambhaji Brigade, about his agenda for this election, and about the kind of principles he wants to introduce to clean up Goan politics. We thank you for joining us on this program. It was
Thank
a
you
pleasure
very
talking
much,
to
sir.
you.
Same here.
Thank you.
Thank you.